The Global Community Conversation, a Various Fields series special, Various Dialogues. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Various Fields. I'm Hazen Fields II.
I'm Hazelton Fields III.
I'm Lex.
Okay, and we are here with another community guest on our special version of Various Fields, Mr. George Amobi. Let's make some noise, give me some hand claps over there. Yes, that's right. We are so very happy to have you here. And before we jump in, I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of how I met Mr. Amobi. Because as you all know, we're starting to do our community activist type of thing, if you will. Community activists, where we're trying community guests, but we're trying to be more active in our community, meeting our friends. And I met this gentleman while I was doing my Uber, and I have never been more delighted by a passenger. I met him because I'll give a surprise for what he's about to talk about. I met him in that way. And let me just say, I have never been made more hungry until I heard him speak. So let's give another hand of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So let's make the surprise go away for the people. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, and we'll kind of give them insight as to how.
I've been cooking since I was 15, so I have a strong background in culinary arts and food like that. And I also got another 5 years working with people with mental disabilities. Worked on a psych ward, so I've also done various other various jobs and stuff like that. So besides cooking and dealing with people with problems or customers who have problems that they look like, I can textually read the body language or know, this person's a little off, but, But, but most of my passion is cooking and stuff like that.
That's fantastic.
Making some good meals and, and also what goes into meals.
Right.
You know what I mean?
See, that was the thing I was the most excited about, because my pops have been talking about, you've been excited for this thing, and I feel like I've recently become a foodie. Where it's before, it's I'd eat anything and everything, but now I'm trying to culture in class and trying to get a little more into what I eat and stuff and intake. But I was going to ask, something that always gets me is that you ever meet people who are oh, I don't eat this, I don't, no matter what. But something I figure is that I think there's always something, it depends on how you cook it, what they like, maybe it's a texture thing, but there's always a way to prepare a meal where someone can enjoy something. You just haven't had it that way before.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask, do you have a favorite food, a favorite cuisine, your go-tos?
Some of the things I like is it's either pretty simple. I have my grandmother. First of all, you gotta learn about my background. So with the food,
please do. Yes.
So my family from Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica, and my father's he's from Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
So when you have that type of flavors and stuff going on, between one's semi-hot, one's always hot. I like on my African side, I like when they make it's called fufu. All right, and they make jollof rice and stuff. Yeah. But one of the things, so I every time I go to Brooklyn, I go to my aunt's house and she loves to make it probably me, and my cousin Jabuzu. When Auntie make it, they're like, I ain't eating that. Come on, y'all grew up off of that, but we love it. We love it. So they be using it'd be 7 different types. There's fish, there's meat, there's all types of stuff, right? So I'm eating the food, I don't like it, right? But then my West Indian side, we'll make some oxtail or some, they use the pressure cooker and stuff like that. So I said, you know what? So I'm eating the food. I said, why Africans like to fight for their meat, man? Like, I said, they can't stew this down a little more, man. I'm like, why I'm to them? They can't, they can't just stew it down just a little bit. Because, you know what I'm saying? We use the pressure cooker. It makes the bone soft, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
So, yeah, those, you know, some of them comfort foods I like, you know. And then there's other basic things you can, like, make, you know, like, I like to do a short rib, where you take it's like an Italian bolognese. Okay, so you take the ribs, you got the ribs, right?
Yeah.
And then you put the salt and pepper, you marinate it, you throw your garlic in, and trick is don't burn the garlic because you messed up. All right, the garlic can be like you have burnt garlic, the sauce will taste burnt. And that's why I say always stir the pot or you don't burn. So there's tricks in this trace with. So and then you also, you know, using beef, so you use red wine.
Okay.
You know what I mean, or Merlot. Yeah, it actually enhances the flavor. Now there's a little difference from people who don't, or who's Muslim, or whatever, who don't want no alcohol.
Right.
Like far as certain wines, white wines, chicken, fish, goes very, very good. I mean, but you let it cook off. But what it does is extremely, it takes the texture of the meat and the flavor to another level. Wow. No, like it just does. Like you can tell if they cook it without it. But making the bolognese, it's like about a good 6 hours. You know what I mean? You cut up your classic mirepoix, your celery, your carrots, and onions. Got that already cut up. You know what I'm saying? Then you toss that in. First you sear the meat before. Yeah, you gotta get a nice sear on with the. You know what I mean?
Right.
A little crust on it. You sear the meat with the olive oil. All right, and then put it to the side. Then you put your garlic in. Now wash the garlic. Then throw in the mirepoix, everything, and then add the wine, and then put the meat back in, and then add your tomato sauce. No, it's heavy.
This is great.
One of the cool things, like things that you can make, like set and leave. That's what you want to throw up. Like it's like dummy proof.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like crock pot. Certain things you could just do and like don't worry. Oh, I forgot it. Oh, you outside doing something like no. It's slow and slow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's very good. So. You take that and you got your tomato sauce and then you add your water. It's because it's gonna reduce. So you put it in the oven, and then take it to the side, let it cool. Pick out the stuff. You start to break it down. You put it on your sauce and your pasta. It's crazy.
Wow. Go ahead.
I would say, like, you've already described, like, I imagine, like, several artisanal dishes. I understand what Dad was going through. I'm like, holy cow. But seeing how you already, I think it's our aim here in various fields to kind of showcase various artists, and we've done so, like, a couple of times already. You already are a master chef, in my opinion. So what made you pick up the pan, if you don't mind me asking? What led you down that road? Because some people will just be satisfied just with their mom's cooking.
I've always moved with my grams, man. Up in the morning, listen, man. I could say some of the best meals like I've ever shared, and it's back in the time where people don't even do this no more. Where you had to be home at a certain time for dinner.
Right.
Do you understand? And then that's when the family dynamics and certain conversations happen. Having I got a problem with this. How do you figure this? How you solve? And all the problems going around while a good meal is being shared. You see what I'm saying? So what made me was in there with my grams, little, always by her side when she cooking. I could tell you one time we're in Colony. This is when we moved from Colony. We're in Colony, my grandmother, she cleaned buildings at the state building, right? And she had a good friend, this little Italian one. So this is the first time now Italian food has came into a Jamaican household, right? So it was like, that's when we traveled to everybody's house, but everybody stops over our crib. So she had the sauce on it for 2.5 hours. First time we got introduced to lasagna. You see what I'm saying? All right, Traditionally, it's turkey, there's roast beef, there's curry coke.
I feel
curry chicken. I'm like, Jesus, like the spread is ridiculous. The spread is retarded. Yo, you don't even make it through. Then she takes these. You know, they make the codfish with the fritters. She'll butterfly the shrimp and put the codfish and fry them. She used to make it for my Uncle Raymond. So my auntie's divorced. She don't make them no more.
This is getting dangerous.
Listen, I have to do this to the audience. Listen, please do not sue us if you're salivating on your own keyboard while you're watching this and it blows up because of your own salivate. Has nothing to do with us, but I understand because right now it's making us all very
We're already
hungry.
10 minutes into this program.
I'm
ready for lunch and dinner.
Let me tell you something. You'll be surprised at some meals that don't come back to the table because somebody divorced somebody. Well, you can be like, yo, you make it for him? What's with mine? Like, because you like.
But one thing I want to say that you mentioned while you were talking, I thought it was very kind. Because you're working with people with disabilities.
Yeah.
Sometimes people do not put the same care when we're taking care of our most vulnerable. But you paid attention to not just make something, but you wanted to make something extraordinary. Because I think when you said when someone is Muslim, you were concerned about their background.
Okay. Okay, one thing, first of all, if you're gonna make some food, you cook in a dirty kitchen, you cook dirty food. You should there's the up part, but then there's the cleanliness, okay?
Right.
And then you cannot cross-contaminate stuff. Don't be putting the lettuce in there, slapping the fish with the beef. Somebody got seafood allergy. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta be conscious mind of that. You know what I mean? Like seriously, because I ain't trying to pay the bill. You know, if you have a restaurant or a pub, all of a sudden your insurance go high and they got a nice little lawsuit because you damn near killed them. Excuse my language.
Okay.
You out there trying to do mouth to mouth. He talking about my EpiPen.
Yeah, that's right. Well, that's a very it's a big concern.
Like one of my clients, right? I'm also diabetic, so that's when I really got into really trying to watch what could kill me, put me in a dial or shoot my stuff. You know what I mean? It was very hard to confirm from being a diabetic to eating what you love to oh man, I gotta drink oat milk. I like oat milk now. Certain flavors gone. I'm like, oh gosh. I said, Bugs Bunny eats better than this. You can't, because you can't, you love it, but you can't, and you can't indulge as you would, or it'll affect you tremendously. So you have to look. You got to find substitutes for certain things. Maybe not the red meat. Try the ground turkey. Maybe not this. And substitute that. You know what I mean? But also, it may may not be halal or from a Jewish point, but you still gotta think consciously, You know what I mean? My brother don't eat pork, so I use ground turkey for, lasagna, or if I'm making shepherd's pie or something like that. You know what I mean? Which is crazy because I had a little provolone cheese on top of that bake.
I get it.
I mean,
it's picturesque.
between catering, I remember when I had to share family core and get my boys, and I don't get it for Thanksgiving. I cook a whole so I miss Thanksgiving that week when they come. A whole spread for them boys.
That's fantastic.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, listen, as you know, with various fields, we try to prepare a whole spread of information for everybody here. So please remember to what? Like, share, and subscribe, and hit all the buttons. And make sure that you put in the commentary, because what we're going to do in the second half of this, as we're going to ask George about how to make food. So we're going to ask you to pay attention to your pause button, because he very well may be giving you a wonderful recipe that you may not catch while you're going. So please keep your pause button on handy. But we're going to kind of talk about people who are nervous of cooking. So there's some people who are microwave bound. Or bound to the microwave. What do you say about microwave cooking compared to cooking as you do?
Well, first of all, I was about to say, Pato, I feel sorry for you. Listen. First of all, if you first thing you scared, go get yourself a George Foreman grill. The grease that just gets all the moisture out the food, and it's a trap. It's best you're not gonna get burned. You just need a spatula, however you cut and prepare your meat and stuff like that. Try to use gas mostly. The microwave is just like a little crush, but that's not everything. Because you got to remember, that's still radiation pumping through that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like eating a snack like popcorn, right? Everybody like microwave popcorn or get popcorn. I didn't know that the butter that they put the popcorn in gives off cancer. So there's so you got to use the microwave. So whatever that butter they hold in the popcorn still, and you microwave that, so you get radiation in possibly a bag of cancer, and then you busting down 2 bags rather than using a little bit of olive oil, put a little kosher salt, stir it up and pop it naturally. Right. Original. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Those are the couple of different things as far as that can save your life a little bit. You know what I mean? You don't know.
Right.
All right. You don't know. They're not going to put that on the label. All right. This is you just wondering or you can't repop it. It's just but it's not good. Microwaves to help certain things like that. I mean, you could, but you want to stay far away from it possible. You know what I mean? Get you a good saucepan, a nice pot. You know what I'm saying? Water and fire still works, you know?
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to set a scene here, all right? Yeah. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted you to meet. There are some young men, some young women who are new to a relationship. I set the scene. You hear the romantic music in the background, this and the other. And this guy or girl, they want to impress their date or their person, but they're not sure what to cook. What is something that you would suggest in that kind of thing that you can cook simply but effectively, and it'll be something that you think is good for the palate to create a romantic environment? And what would you do, or what might you do?
I found out one what they're allergic to.
That's a good start.
2, what type of meat you eat or you like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So, honestly, I always give you the full picture. So you're get yourself a small hen, a small chicken, okay? Cut off the little fat, season it inside and stuff like that. Cut up some vegetables, get some pepper, some onion, or get the minced garlic. Cut it up. Season it, you could use adobo or sazon. Put it in the butter, the chicken. Put some thyme, some herb. Put a plastic on it. Put it in there for 350. Let the chicken then halfway off. Let it take it off. You know what I mean? Use the drippings in the pan. You can separate the fat. We can make gravy, but you could just take the drippings and throw it over. And then don't know how to make rice. Get some instant rice, but it's easier to make rice, you know what I'm saying? But some instant rice and some salad, like a nice salad. You know what I mean? Yeah. Or the dessert to make it safe. Oh, well, yeah, she going to want something sweet.
Okay. To be fair, she or he.
She or he. It's a little treat after.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? I'll use I'll make it safe, like real quick, like a banana cornbread or something. Like that. With the banana cornbread and add some strawberries and stuff in it. So you got that banana strawberry quick after.
How do you make a banana cornbread? You said it so simply, that's blowing my mind right there.
Well, you listen. All right, first of all, I'm not really of a baker. You know what I mean? I can sear, grill, barbecue, grill, saute, all of that. But when it comes to the baking, make sure you follow the recipe. Right. You got to be really experienced to knock off a cut. Just follow the corners. Sometimes it says, but like when you read it and it says when you mix it, don't mix it thoroughly. You gotta mix it with some lumps in it, like that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you whip it to it, it just whatever happens to it, it just deflates or whatever. Like it won't. You know what I mean? So just oil your joint. boil the pan, preheat the oven, add the fruit. Now, mind you, you're mixing. You throw your eggs, whether it be water or oil in it, and you mix it. Now, also remember the bananas and the strawberries also got liquid in. There's moisture, so that's gonna make that moist. So you just add that in and put it in. Take your knife, put it in the middle. If it comes out with stuff on your knife, it ain't ready yet.
Gotcha. Right.
All right, and also maybe use some juices because you don't want the brown bottom. But let that sit out for a little bit. And if you want to put some vanilla ice cream on the side of that, you know what I mean? No, seriously, because you be going, you definitely might. You up there, man.
Listen, you made Nels respond. Nels, you look like you're hungry over there. You getting hungry?
If you never heard, you don't feed the animals, okay?
No, Lord.
Right? You don't go.
We're gonna put the recipe in the bottom of the description there.
But if you're saying for like something real simple, like on a date, like a baked chicken and some rice or something,
that sounds
small,
nice.
like something easy, you know.
So here's the impressive part for me. Was like, first off, every time you talk about food, you sound so conscientious. Not just about the food, but about who you're serving it to, who's the culture that's coming from it, the background. Is this just all straight up off the top of your head? Do you have like favorite cookbooks? Do you have like this?
This is certain things that I've done, man. Like, shoot, I remember. This is when I was working for CDPHP.
Right.
I know. Now, mind you, this is when stuff is starting to come into the workforce.
Yes.
There were certain things you could not do.
Right.
All right, so say you're working and you see your man like, yo, you see that up there? All right, yeah, that's fine. But you couldn't sit there and stare because somebody across the way.
Right.
I feel uncomfortable the way you look at it. Oh my gosh. So you just do a glance and you look at the floor. Right? And you that's right. You see that? I don't see nothing.
What?
You're wondering where this is going. What's this guy?
Yes.
This is going where I had to, I wanted to work the entree or the flat top, right? They said the salad bar. I said, I don't want no damn salad bar. Salad bar? You know what I mean? Like, you ever see that one episode with SpongeBob? And what's the whale told SpongeBob to sell salad? He's like, what, Sam? It's a salad. You don't remember that?
I remember that one.
Daddy wanted to sell salad at the Krabby Patty.
Actually,
He took over. Her pops went on vacation. Mr. Crab came back tripping. So I had to learn to. I had to learn to about vegetables and all types of stuff. Like early in the morning, make muffins. Like this thing was set up cafeteria style. 6 o'clock, you come in there, and the coolers. These people had naked food, soda, all types of healthy stuff and drinks. I guess it's a pay at the state, but it was just like a mini cafeteria, and then they had snack afterwards. So a couple of them cats I learned know how to really throw down.
Right.
And so I had to do the salad bar, man. I had to go in there after I did the muffins. I had to do, and then and you had to make 3 different 3 different salads, like a pasta salad, a beet salad, and then got kale, mixed greens, and romaine. Then you got chickpeas, corn, 3 different kinds of olives. I'm talking this salad bar was
a full bar.
I have it on my. Listen, I got it on the. I got it. That's crazy.
You got it.
Grilled chicken, fried chicken, egg, ham. I'm like, this thing is crazy, but no. It was serious. So I remember I had to do the beets, and that's like about 5 hours for some beets. But I learned you take the beets, cut them, and you bake them. But you do as soon as they hot. Now these are little tricks and stuff. Like rather than most people, you got to peel the beets and stuff like that. No, you keep them hot, and once they hot, you have them on in the with the foil over it. Take them off. You could just rub the skin off. And then, because I don't care for beets. But how about hook it up with a little bit of garlic, some olive oil on that? That's not bad. It's actually good. It got antioxidant for you. Like, it cleans you out, man. Helps your heart. Seriously. But that's really good for you. So I make a beet salad and stuff like that. And it was just a lot. Like I had a certain time to get that done. To set that up. All right. And then you have everybody have like a certain stations. I wanted the deli. Give me like
this I could throw down.
No, but I had to learn quick. But doing that made me appreciate vegetables a lot more. Like almost to the point like certain things I could probably try going vegan for a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. There's a lot of stuff they have now that that tastes almost close as meat. Or you can flip it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a great question.
Like chickpeas or a tabbouleh salad with the quinoa and all of that. That's a Mediterranean, actually that's good.
Have you
Cleans
ever
out
had
your
like
colon. Don't give me diarrhea, but
steaks? It was an impossible steak or one of those impossible burgers.
Yeah.
That's the thing that becomes more impressive now. Like I said, it can seem like meat. I think it's like they got mushrooms in there. Whatever they figure out, they try to make something like vegan, but it still tastes like meat, which is funny.
I watched this dude. He took beets and black beans and made it like a patty. Like I forgot how he did it, but it sells a lot.
Like a black bean burger or something.
It's like a black bean burger but he had the black beans and the beets mixing it. It was just straight, but like. Listen, man.
Well, let me see if I can ask this delicately because I'm not trying to have everyone think that we have endorsements going on back there. So, have you ever been to a restaurant, right? Yeah. And like love their cuisine, tasted it, right? If you have a name in mind, you could share it with the audience if you want to. But have you ever been there and you said, "Oh, this is a really good dish. Is there any way I can improve upon it?" Or have you said, "Nah, I can make that at home. That's easy." All right. So, like, I just want to know in terms of like your options, which ones would like if it was like a McDonald's Baconator, or if you've been to like a chain restaurant and he's like, "Nah, I can definitely do those Red Lobster biscuits at home."
Listen, man. There's certain things you ain't supposed to do.
Because I'm sure someone's asking. It's like, let me see what we can do.
We're not sharing recipes.
I'll let you know, because some of the stuff I tell you could kill you. Oh my God. That's off the chain.
He's got secret agents.
It's off the chain, man. What are you talking about? You ever had a stuffed burger with cheese in the middle of that thing? What are you talking about? There's so much food that's like, but it's like you keep it in that, you're going down that slippery slope, bro.
All right, well, let's
like there's like sometimes like drain the fat to make the gravy. Lots of people like keeping the fat on and add more flavor, or even when you cook. When you cook, leave the bone in. The bone makes the meat moist and gives off flavor.
Right.
You know what I mean? Try not to have a dry chicken breast and stuff like that.
Right. All right. Well, one of the things I want to talk about is, in today's economy, budgetary confines are important to people. So I want to first start off with seasonings. If you were to say to the general public who are learning how to cook, what seasonings do you say, listen, if you can't get this, make sure you have this in your cupboard? What would be some of the seasonings that you would say keep in your cupboard?
Basic, off the top, salt, pepper, garlic. Matter of fact, do yourself one. Mix them together. Trust me, you won't go wrong.
Okay, so now we got the seasonings there. So on a budget, if you say you can do so many things with this type of food in your refrigerator or what would be the meats and vegetables that you would say you can do? You can be very versatile with this type of meat and vegetable. What would you say would be something that people can keep in there?
Get yourself some ground. Get some If you like, it depends on your taste. All right, but being a diabetic, you have to sacrifice. Okay,
I appreciate that
because you can actually eat yourself to death, and everybody knows that. So I like the red meat, right? But you're gonna have to get ground turkey.
Right. Okay.
All right. Okay. If you don't like turkey bacon, but you used to eat pork, substitute for beef bacon.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? There's little things you can trade off so you don't have to sacrifice taste. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So or get yourself some smoked turkey wings and stuff like that, or regular just the turkey wings. You could just bake those. That smell to the house is crazy, and that ain't nothing but, like I said, the garlic pepper salt mix.
Yeah, right.
Some thyme, some oregano.
Yeah.
Couple cubes of butter. Add a little water and foil, boy.
This
is that, like, listen, man. Just cause like or all right, like when you do, all right, say you do smoked turkey, you want to do some greens, okay? You cut up the peppers yourself, you put the smoked turkey in. Now, let that boil down till you can take the bones off. Then add your greens. I usually add the greens later, and I cook it for like about 5 hours or whatever. But all the nutrients is still in, but it's cooked down. But the greens is mush. Put the greens at the end, because you're cooking it for like about 5-6 hours. But put it in, and it still keeps a bite, and the leaf is like, it's not mush. It's not soggy, but it's you know what I mean? And it has a whole bunch of flavor.
That's the thing.
You know, and it's good, and it's high in iron for you.
I want the whole kitchen table right here.
You can eat it straight up or eat it with some rice on it.
Next time, when we get a chance to get you back, we have to be in a different environment so we can actually have you cook.
Because the way you're right, I'm being hungry right now.
Listen, man. You go George Foreman grill, boy. Panini all day, baby. Grills, it does that, but the George Foreman is like right when it first came out, you know what I'm saying? It's easy, just drains the fat. But it's for someone who don't know how to cook and wants to learn how to cook, just start out, get one of those, okay? You know what I'm saying? And get yourself a pan. You know, don't be scared. If matter of fact, YouTube it. You got your grandmother, call her. She'll coach you through it. That's a lot. I remember when I first made my first curry, my grandmother had to coach me through the phone to make it. And it was pretty good. So I know when she come up and to see her grandsons and how to cook. And she get out and in a West Indian culture, they come to your crib and they call up everybody talking. And, he's doing good. Like, so pretty much, it also makes me extremely proud that how she raised me and how what she taught me and to take care of my son, to reflect, and she see that, you know what I'm saying?
That's fantastic.
And then and she literally calls up everybody talking about it. So that's just having a big family like that.
The true
family culture. You know
Yeah.
And she talk like, the boy cooked me some this and that, and it was good. This is. I'm like, who do you think I learned it from?
It's having that.
But I'm glad. I'm glad.
Family and culture that's like absolutely beautiful. Of just.
I'm glad Sensei approves.
All right.
So what is one dish you believe everyone should be able to make, or what is one dish you think is the easiest for everyone to learn?
We talking breakfast? Are we talking?
That's a good question.
We talking over here.
Let's do.
It's kind of hard to jack up. You can jack up some eggs, but like eggs are safe.
I would hope everyone would know how to make eggs, but again, if that's the easiest dish, we can start there, and then maybe some lunch. Just because
I had somebody burn water dogs.
No way! That's so scary.
Yeah, just crazy.
Would you be willing to share an idea for breakfast and for lunch then?
Like, what do you mean? Like for breakfast? Breakfast could teeter into any type of way, like, you know what I mean? What do you feel like eating? Like an omelet? You want omelets are pretty good.
Yeah, we can do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, So I like I'll help you. Like, it depends. You want egg yolk or
egg white?
You're on the white. If you're on the health kick. The white, some feta cheese and some spinach in it. You know what I mean? With some rye bread or
I can feel it.
Or whatever. There's all types of. There's a whole bunch of range.
Well, continue if you were going to go to lunch or.
Oh, like there's also like classic things you could do, man. You know, like grilled cheese sandwich with bread in it, some tomato soup. But me, I've added a little Parmesan cheese
there you go.
on top of the. Make sure you know what I mean.
I do want to say this though. I want to make sure we get everybody in the community involved with this. So let's talk about our little people. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you may be saying something very memorable and not even realize it. Because I'm going to tell you, my first meal that I've ever made, and I learned for myself, A Little Help was taught to me by Ernie from Sesame Street. And it was a egg sandwich. And basically he said, tell your mom to boil an egg. And you boil an egg, and then he said, make some toast, which you could do. And and you sort of put the egg in the thing and you smushed it down. And he said, put some salt and pepper. And I'm telling you, the pride I had of making my own meal was like something I'm telling it now. I'm 61 years old, and I'm telling you what Ernie taught me when I was like 5. So similarly, there may be some people here that have little young people, or maybe there's some young people who are watching, because families sometimes will watch our program. What, for a little person, what would be something that you would say is a good first thing that they can learn to cook safely, and or maybe with mom and dad helping in some kind of way?
Listen, like how I learned, like you just have them next to you. You get close to that. But one thing when you're having someone little and they cooking next to you, make sure they respect the knife, respect the fire. Right. It ain't no tool. It ain't no game. Don't play it. You will get burnt. Okay, that won't grow back the same way you saw it.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? Right.
Safety first, people.
Safety first.
Don't grab the handle to the side. Always, and parents, turn the pot handles in. Do not leave it on the side. If you have a rambunctious kid, he running around, knock over, a bunch of grits hit him or whatever, deform his skin. Always turn the handles in, or turn the stove down where he don't just reach up and just grab something. So always have safety around little kids. But you know what I mean, man. It's the first thing you teach, man. Without no heat, make them a peanut butter sandwich. First learn to make a sandwich. First start with any sandwich.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, because I think when you were in the car with me, I think you did something with something simple. I think you said something about a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I don't know how you made it sound delicious. Did you do something special with it? When you do your peanut butter? Do you sometimes do your own special George E Amobi twist to a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
No, the conversation what we had where I put you on because he was knocking and I said, don't knock it till you try it.
Okay, what was that?
All right, the conversation we had was mixing sweet with savory.
Yes,
and I was telling you, listen, like you have no idea, all right, like, you're right. You go. They got these things they call latkes. This is Jewish. It's like an appetizer. It's really a fried potato that they shred, and they drain the onion water, and they put the onions, and then the flour, and then they fry them. Okay, they eat it with sour cream, but they also eat it with applesauce. I thought I'm like, this is only some of the pregnant women would eat. Cause only reason why I say because if anybody know being around a pregnant her appetite is crazy. I mean, like how she eat what she want to eat it with. Like, are you sure? Yes. Extra pickles. What? So but like with the sour cream and the applesauce and the fried potato, I was like, wow, blew my mind. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Chicken and waffles. That's actually that's from Harlem.
I know.
I was trying to.
Chicken and waffles were invented for jazz people that came into places late at 2 p.m. So they made the fried chicken and the waffles. So, when you start doing certain things, the best thing to know about the food is the history on it and where it came from. And that's from jazz musicians in Harlem.
Oh, man.
That's how chicken and waffles were invented in Harlem.
Now you see that? Now you see that?
Culture.
And I play jazz, and my boys will tell you, I do have a difficult time with mixing my sweet and savory, but you almost convinced me to give that a try.
You must be out your mind if you're trying, bro. You bugging. Yo, we like more for us. White meat or dark meat, brother? Dark meat, brother.
Well, I tell you, I appreciate you helping me try to get closer to that. I don't know, my palate has never been that mature. But and you guys have any more questions?
Well, I know we mentioned we wanted to make sure that we're right for the part 2 because you said you wanted to make sure we had this very specific. I know what time are we at?
About 20 minutes.
We got 20 minutes. Okay.
So you had mentioned earlier that we wanted to maybe do like a very specific dish that you want to go over because you mentioned something about
Well, yeah, we've been sharing with you, Mr. George Amobi. Once again, you'll see it on your screen, and he's been a delightful guest, but we're going to give him an opportunity to speak to us specifically about maybe 1 or 2 meals, something that with how he seasons, because and how he seasons. You see, he seasons with care, paying attention to those who might have pre-existing conditions and things of that nature. We appreciate that so much, especially for people in vulnerable situations. And I appreciate the care that you give, because I've worked in those situations where people who have been given the responsibility to cook and they're lackluster at best in their presentation. I thank you for giving those who are most vulnerable that kind of experience for their taste buds. So you may be speaking to fellow people that work in that, and people that work in a situation where they're giving care to someone, and maybe they're scared to cook. So maybe you can give us a meal that you think that people can make, and be specific as you can. And because we're going to give people a chance to pause. Go ahead.
And I was saying we can make a pause right here to get lights on and do the same thing as well, or do you want to just go straight in?
I think we can just go straight because because right here is where we'll focus on George, and we'll give him a moment just to you guys are going to get a chance to see some magic happen, because as he talks of it, I want you to pay attention to every bit of it and make sure you prepare to use your pause finger. And so any meal that you believe is something that someone who's going to cook at home, give them one of your George Amobi's breakdown of maybe just a food item or an entire meal.
A classic.
A classic.
Oh wow. Well, when it comes to when you're seasoning, preparation and cooking is like everything. I mean, sometimes you can do things that'll fly, whatever. But as long as you have it all prepared, or better, if you know you're gonna make it the next day, have it all ready. That's the easiest. You just you throw everything together, because I think that's cut up or that's diced up, but being prepared, to get it out. As far as food, like I said, man, baked chicken, some steamed fish. No, I mean fish with some greens or some green beans. Try to some quinoa. I like baked. So I like baked fish with butter and garlic.
So how do you do your baked fish? Can you break that down?
Well, first I use when I get my fish. Some things when you prepare. All right, if I get baked fish, okay, and then I do this with all my seafood and certain things. I get a thing of white vinegar. I get vinegar, and I get sometimes some lemon, but I don't let the lemon sit on it because the acidity can cook the fish. But I get what it does is the vinegar strips off the package where it came in or whatever, whether it becomes meat. It's not going to taste like it. It's just going to strip away that factory, wherever the juices or whatever's sitting in there.
Gotcha.
As far as how it got there. So the white vinegar and the water, you clean it up.
Nice.
But the baked fish is like a quick one, man. And some green beans. You can throw the green beans in with the fish. The fish should take about 8, maybe 10, 15 minutes, and what you just do is you get lightly seasoning. Fish is not something you have to season heavy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like a fragile piece of meat, but you can add a lot of flavor that goes into it. I usually use some oregano, some thyme, black and salt, pepper, a couple butter cubes. It's just it's in the foil, a little white wine. Put that joint in there, and then add. You can still use the same little seasonings in the green beans. You can either boil them or steam them. Steam if you have a steamer, but you can put them right in there. And either or now that I think I start to, but you're messing with quinoa is real quick and easy to cook. You know what I mean? If you have like a bouillon or some flavor, you can add to it. You don't have to. I mean, quinoa, like you just the seasonings you can add to it, and then keep on mixing it. You know what I mean? But that's also something good for you. Rather than that's also good. Or my class were making the meatballs. All right.
Well, before you get to the meatballs, I just want because I'm getting hungry. What do you set the oven for?
Oh, for the fish.
For the fish, yes.
350 is cool.
350.
15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Fish is always the quickest to cook. You know what I'm saying?
What kind of fish do you use? Because I actually I feel lucky because I literally just got a fillet of salmon and I think tilapia. But if you were for your baked fish, your baked butter fish, do you usually go for any type of fish? Whitening, tilapia, salmon?
I like cod.
Ooh, okay.
I like a good cod. You know what I'm saying? I used to like swai, but they told me it was farm raised. But if I could get it fresh, you know what I'm saying? If you can get it fresh, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, what's the difference between fresh fish and farm fish in reference to taste, or what's your opinion on that?
The fresh is just the best because it's okay. It's because the fish is farmed and it's closed in. The fresh travels. You see what I'm saying? It's not like in one sector where it's controlled.
Right.
That's the difference between farm fish and freshly caught. You know what I mean?
So that's similar to like open range, or like when you say open range chicken or something like that. Is that similar?
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not like it doesn't have like it doesn't have a what do you call it? It's not sitting there like a whole bunch of other chickens and all that types of crap and poop and everything. They stepping. It's all. It has range like That's why country people they call it a yard bird. Nice. They call it a yard bird, But like that's the difference. I've been one time in life. If you guys ever do it, it's like $125 a person, $750. So you charter a boat. Bring some coolers, go out to New Hampshire.
Okay.
And trust me, like you get some pollock out there. I almost got pulled over the boat. I got pictures of that too. I snagged the shark and it was.
Oh my goodness! It buried the lead there.
Wow, it was crazy.
Have you ever cooked a shark in any way?
No. I never had no shark fin soup.
I know some people do that because I think it's always interesting to have a man eating shark than have a man eating shark. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Excuse me. It's about
you
with the
double entendre. The reason why I brought that up because being out there in the ocean and you pull that, you think you would immediately smell that fish smell. You don't smell that. That fish takes a couple of days to start smelling like fish. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
So we catching them. He's gutting and cleaning before we get back there. There's people already ready to buy him there. All right, you want to keep some in your freezer when you get home. Whatever. The Chinese man at the corner there will buy them. Oh yeah, they're like, yo, you got fresh fish. It's gone, bro. It's gone. But when I taste that fish out the ocean and we ate at this fried fish spot on the shore. I was like, yo, I never want no. It's good eating, yo. It's good eating, yo, for real. For real. And the fact you ain't gonna be like, oh, you spend between going up there, whatever, like, because it's like, so you charter in a boat. It's like 4 or 5 of us playing a buck and a quarter you spending, but you're coming back with like $400 to $500 worth of fish, like a piece, and some to fam. Give some to fam. Some in your freezer. Whatever else, Chinese man gonna buy it.
Okay.
The boys on Central. The boys on Central, and the ones over on what do you call it? Right by the Hannaford. Back there.
Okay.
First, I need to learn how to fish.
yeah, fishing.
Oh,
yeah, that's not his fault. That's my fault.
We using clams. We're using clams, and we're on there, and they got these two big balls, and throw it over, and it's dropping 365 feet down.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
We're pouring them up. Oh no, listen.
Oh, you're not talking about all right.
No, we on the boat. We're 34 miles offshore. Boy, got the radar.
Wow. Okay.
You see the big boat.
So he's
the man with the large, the ones that's catching the stuff.
I got you.
You see a couple cats with some yachts over here. The white boys wilding out, getting drunk. Nah, they get tore up out there on that, right?
Oh boy,
we on our little,
and we're not advocating for that behavior on the boat.
We just let you know. You go out there. No, it's different. The wind, like the sun is on top of you, and it's just a wind breeze just keep coming, going left and right, left and right, just cool water, cool breeze. So the sun on top of you, think it's hot. You think like you're cooking.
Right.
Nah, just a breeze coming over that ocean water.
You know what? I'm also learning you have a second career ahead of you. You need to write because you are so descriptive. Every time you talk, I'm taken to a whole nother place. I'm on that boat. I'm eating that food. Right. I'm telling you, man.
I got some pictures, man.
And you have something else because you got about.
We're just under 10 minutes away, but I would like to know, what do you have planned for dinner tonight? You already have that planned.
Tonight listen, man. I ain't even really having it. I usually set something out because I ain't had nothing out, man. I mean, I got some stuffed tacos and some stuff like that.
Okay.
I just throw out some ground, but that ain't nothing. That's
But you see, the thing is,
okay. I think another move for all you for tacos. Okay, go get the stuff, stand up tacos, mince up your ground meat. All right. Go get the shredded lettuce. You don't want to cut it. Add some queso at the bottom of it. Throw some meat, some cheese. Bust it down with some sauce. Okay. Some sauce. Get the stuffed tacos though, the stand ones. All right? But about 5 of them will do you right. If you're greedy, you ate 8.
you know, it's so funny. I appreciate the ease in which you talk of cooking with such ease, and there are people who are terrified to do it. Right. But that's one of the reasons why I wanted you to be here, to give people confidence to get close to the confidence that you have in the kitchen, because there's a lot of people that don't.
Listen, man, they're watching YouTube. YouTube the food, man, and just follow that. I mean, back when we had to learn about trial, man, smelling and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And tasting, and somebody selling pink chicken. Cut down the, you know what I mean? Oh man.
Well, we've been
without what you call it, thermometers and probes back then to know when the chicken is ready and something like that. Now I'm not.
Sense it.
Well,
if I was frying some chicken I didn't know, I cut through the bone. If it's blood in the bone, if the bone marrow ain't brown, shit ain't brown.
Well, it's so funny. My mother was the first person that taught me how to cook fried chicken, and she's a Southern lady, and I've told this people before that she would say the way to know when a chicken is done is when she said, if the chicken's not, if you gotta wait till it finishes crying. And I said, crying. So what would happen is if you put the chicken in the pan and the blood is coming down and cooking up, and you turn it over, but when it starts to dissipate,
it's no longer sizzling.
You know, but that's what she called the chicken is crying. So that's just for anybody that, when the chicken stops crying, the chicken is done.
Crying equals sizzling.
So that was. I don't know if that's a proper chef's way of learning how to cook.
I mean, yeah. And also, when you're cooking it, just stick a fork in it so the oil just get into the meat and just cook everything.
That's where that expression comes from.
What's that?
Stick a fork in it until it's done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. I like that. Stick a fork in it, it's done. Yeah, stick a fork in it, it's done. That's very true. I think
that's where the expression comes from.
That's what we're going to say. We believe that's where it's from.
Listen. First of all, I'd just like to speak. And this is for my black people.
For the culture.
Yeah, this is because they just stands against this.
Okay.
And like cells I can stand and I can't stand no more.
Okay.
Why do you gotta ruin a perfect, expensive steak? You buy a $70 steak. I mean, back in the day, all right. I used to like my meat well done. It had to be in the quantity. All right, I'm not gonna have it mooing. That's like I don't even know. Ain't no color in it. Like you crazy. Yeah. We in the kitchen. Called mooing. Sear here, brown, and put it on a plate. That cow's still mooing out there. But to take a expensive steak, not even maybe a mid-well, but a medium. All right, I'll do a medium.
Okay, medium.
You know what I mean? Keeps the moist, and you don't be tasting the blood like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, listen.
So when it comes in, they be like, and this is not even being racist. This is every person in the kitchen business. About 6 steaks come back, expensive as hell. All well done. Yep, that's somebody black. They want it all like shoe level. I promise you, I'm not making that up. I'll be the one there. Sorry, it's not my people out there.
Oh my goodness!
Because you know how much price, like if it's a porterhouse or it's like 11 porterhouses coming. Like, oh, that's a high bill. No, them steaks is sensitive. Hell yeah.
Look at that medium.
Yeah, they want them all well done. One of them want it extra well. You drying out the moisture. That shit, it's like shoe leather.
Okay. So what you're saying is you're against well done meat.
You don't cook. You don't unless you making stew beef.
Oh, I got you.
Potatoes, okay. You cook it slow so that's stew beef. All right,
stew beef, right, but not steak.
Nah.
All right, but that's ladies and gentlemen, that's the hard line. Do not well done your steaks. Keep them medium.
Medium or mid well is triple blood. So don't listen.
Yeah, about 4 minutes.
All right. Well, listen. We're first of all, we thank you very much. Very strong opinions.
That's just one of my gripes.
Well, listen. We want to thank you for your effervescence, your passion for food is something that we appreciate, and we're going to let the guys have some parting words in reference to the people here, and anyone have any thoughts about food in general, and we'll be able to say. Thanks to George for stopping by.
No, absolutely. Thank you very much. I only had one other question for you. Is like, have you ever made a bad dish?
Ooh. Oh, no.
Ooh. Man, listen. Sure.
Or something that you've considered probably wasn't your best.
Oh, man. There's some shit I had to throw out. No, man. I'm hurt. Oh man, I forgot what. I think it was some type of cream. It was just so dry. I couldn't bring it back. It just reduced. There's a couple of things like listen. I've done worked in the kitchen like they don't even look. Make it over again. Till I get it. Till I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like no, to understand that the science of it for years. So. But I also learned like cool tricks from my grandmother. If your rice is burnt, it's white on top and it smells burnt. But if you scrape, if you scrape the bottom, all the smoke is going to get all in the rice. What you do, you cut half an onion, stick it in the pot. And the onion will suck up all that smoke. And you just scrape
there you
top.
go.
Learned that from my grandma. So you don't have to make a whole pot of rice again. You save the rice.
I like that.
That's a little gem for you.
All right, well, thank you.
I learned that from grandma.
I'd never
Cut half an onion, stick it in there. It takes all that burnt smell.
That's fantastic. We appreciate that. I think I got it all. You got something?
All I know is for all the commenters, please comment your favorite dish. Make sure we know. I think we can make a whole cookbook out of this.
Yes, indeed. Right. Yeah. Various Fields Cookbook starring George E Amobi. Thank you so much. Well, listen, Nels, do you have anything you want to add to this? Well, if not, we are here. Guys, we're going to do our closeout. And any last words?
Again, thank you very much for coming over here. I kind of want all your recipes now, honestly.
Yeah, I know.
I'm ready for it.
Listen, man, I got some stuff I'll hook you up. Man, I've been cooking for a while. You know what I mean? I didn't even get you on the grilling part.
That's for part 2, outside on a grill.
I wish we could hear more, but we're about to close out right here. But thank you so much for coming. We appreciate you.
I enjoyed my time, man.
And like I always say to all, we appreciate you. And the boys, I love you. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for tuning in to Various Fields once again. This has been a very special community a person that has been here, Mr. George Amobi. Make sure you pause so you can get all the information that you need. We thank you for being here.